Chapter 2 Polynomials Exercise 2.1. The graphs of y equal to px are given in figures below for some polynomials px. Find the number of zeros of px in each case. So, my dear student, here you can see we are given 6 different graphs. Okay, so keep this thing in a mind, which is very important as we want to find the number of zeros. Okay, so always remember, number of zeros, they must be equal to the number of points on x-axis where it is intersecting. Clear to you? The number of zeros will be equal to the number of points intersecting at the x-axis. Through that only we will able to count how many zeros are there of this given graph. Okay, so let's see and let's try to understand all these things nicely through this graph one by one, and which is quite interesting and you will find it easy. Let's see the first. So, my dear student, let's see this the first graph what we are given in that. Just observe it. Here you can see in the graph we are given, this is x-axis, here it is x-axis, okay, and here this is y-axis, okay, this is y actually, okay, and this is y dash axis. Please correct it. And in that question you can observe that here this given line is, it doesn't touch y-axis, it doesn't touch x-axis. Okay, so dear student, we can say the result for this is there are no zeros as the graph does not intersect the x-axis. We can say for that there are no zeros as the graph does not intersect the x-axis. Clear to you? Let's see the second graph now. So here is in a second graph what we are given in exercise 2.1, that is in front of your screen. You can see, dear student, here the second graph in that this curve, you can see this curve is intersecting x-axis at this point. Okay, so only single point is there. That's why we can say for this the number of zeros is 1 as the graph intersect x-axis at one point. Here it is only at one point it is intersecting. Got it? Now third graph is in front of you, dear student. Now you can see in third graph what we are given. Let's see at how many places the graph intersect x-axis. You can see here this is the first point, it intersect x-axis here, second point of intersection of x-axis, and this is the third point of intersection of x-axis. Fine, that's why we can say that the number of zeros is 3 as the graph intersect the x-axis at 3 points. Clear to you? Now dear student, here fourth is in front of you, fourth graph what we are given in that. Let's check how many zeros are there of this graph. You can see this is our x-axis. Fine, this at x-axis this graph, this curve is intersecting here at two different places. Okay, these two places where this graph is intersecting the x-axis. That's why we can say that the number of zeros is 2 as the graph intersect the x-axis at 2 points. Clear? Let's see the next graph. So this is the fifth graph what we are given in that. Just observe, look at the graph. Let's calculate the number of zeros for this graph. Okay, so first you can see here the point of intersecting here, first point, second point on x-axis, these 2 points, then here this side third point, and here it is fourth point. So my dear student, we can say that the number of zeros is 4 as the graph intersects the x-axis at 4 points. Clear to you? Let's see the next. So dear student, now sixth graph is in front of you. You can see. Let's calculate how many zeros are there for this graph. You can see here clearly written. Clearly it is intersecting here first point. This is the second intersecting point on x-axis, and of course this is the third intersecting point on x-axis. Fine. So my dear student, we can say that the number of zeros is 3 as the graph intersects the x-axis at 3 points. So this is the question 1 of exercise 2.1 complete over here. Now dear student, let's learn what are the zeros of the polynomial. If alpha and beta are zeros of any quadratic polynomial, then the quadratic polynomial equation can be written as shown above, where alpha and beta are called the zeros of the polynomial. For any quadratic polynomial, if alpha and beta are the roots of quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c, then alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. That is the sum of zeros that is equal to the coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. And second is alpha beta equal to c by a. That is the product of zeros which is equal to constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Please keep this thing in mind. So one more equations for cubic polynomial. Dear student, if alpha, beta and gamma are the roots of a cubic polynomial, then ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Then alpha plus beta plus gamma, that is equal to minus b by a. Then alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha equal to c by a. And alpha beta gamma equal to minus d by a. So it's a time to updates. So be ready for next coming video, that is exercise 2.2. In that exercise we are going to apply the formula of this alpha beta gamma zeros. So be ready for that.